So today I was going to do this, cut the structure, but I decided to do the roof instead. So what I've ended up doing is gonna install this roof board. You can prop that. End up doing is installing these aluminium sheets with rivnuts and bolts to give me an anchor to screw the board into. So yeah, that goes start from here. So it starts from here all the way to the back, and it's quite tricky with the back because there's no metal rib. So what I've done is install this L bracket there with rivnuts also, and then this will screw into it. Under here, drill holes so you don't see this, and it will look flush, and it should hide this a bit. And then later on, I think I might just get a cloth and then seal this up first, and then put that in so it looks flush. It's looking quite nice today. Today is really hot. I'm sweating in here, but the window's open. Oh, I think I should put the fan on. I should connect the electrical on and put the fan on because it's getting hot working in here. So yeah, so I was trying to install the roof ceiling yesterday, and it's quite tricky because I'm trying to install the whole length at once. So I went and got this, the forge steel extension pole supports, and there they are. So I'm just gonna use them to support the ceiling on, and then use it to install the roof. Okay, so this is a bit too long, so what I'm doing is cutting it down. So mark it where I need to cut it down, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So what I'll do is I'll cut through. It's not quite going through, but to give me like a good template to cut it out after. So yeah, I'm gonna align it properly with this. So you just have to align this and then just cut through. That's the plan. I'll do that now and then attach this in here, because I'll be putting aluminium structure in here, and I haven't done any here because I'm not putting anything there. So yeah, this is just gonna screw into the plate, and then also here, this will be for the cabinets where the fridge will be, and then here for the bed frame. So what I will do now is make sure this is right, and then attach the next one onto here, and then run it through, and then mark out the cutout for the fans. They should stop around here, so make a nice good cutout, and then next one, and then next one. Yeah, so far it's going good. Okay, update. I burnt my finger. Yeah, can you guess what it is? Yep, it's that the blade bent when I was using it, and then I tried to bend it, forgot I wasn't wearing gloves, so I pushed it, and then it hurts. Anyway, yeah, so what I've done is I've cut out, I put one there leaving a gap on the edge, and I'll figure it out later. Cut out the hole for the fan, and then I'm just gonna continue doing that, but it's quite hot today, so I'm gonna stop. And it needs a bit quick trim here, make it good. It's almost there, just need a quick trim off there by a 5mm, and then yeah, so looking good. So once I finish all days marking out all the roof, then I'll take it all out again. Once it's all out again, and then I'll mark out where the lights will be, putting the lights in it and making sure the lights are good. Okay, so what I've done this morning, today, is to take out the ceiling PVC, and what I'm doing now is, as you can see, there's nothing to stop the heat transfer. So what I'm using is a cutout of the leftovers of the vinyl, and I'm just cutting them out into strips. I've got more left, so and then I'm putting them in here. I've already done these two because it's quite thin, so it's not making much of a difference in terms of the height of the van. So this will stop the heat from transferring from the metal to this metal, so that will stop that will be a heat break. So I've done here, I've done here, and I've done here. So I'm doing this all the way down, and what I'll do throughout the build is add this in between the metal of the van to my aluminium extrusion. Okay, let's keep going. Hello, so what I've done is I put in screws in there. I might just paint it white after I finish. So this is how I do it. I measure out the edge of here. There's a lip on here. Measure out the edge, I mark it out, and I drill it, and I just use a small pilot hole to drill. So put a pilot hole and then put a screw in. Okay. And then once you finish pilot hole, you just screw in the screw. I find that if you try and get the screw as center as possible, when you screw it in, the screw can go really in without doing this, giving it an elbow or pull it in too much. So it does help to put it in the center. See, it can go real in and without pulling the side. Okay, so I've installed this. However, it's a bit quite tight here, so I'm gonna trim off a tiny bit off. Wear your protection. So you don't want, because this goes up and down, you don't want to be this much. I'm gonna leave this much gap so that way it doesn't hit the fan. Start it first of all. That's good. I'm just gonna keep all the way straight line and then continue. That's what happens. So yeah. Ooh, covered in plastic. Okay, now to test it out again. Yeah, it fits. Great. Okay, so, got all the plastic on my head. That's why it's good to wear protection. So I've got the remote. Just gonna press. So you can see. It says it's 27 degrees and 34 degrees outside. Try and focus. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So can reduce the fan level. This is the fan level. Increase it. Close the lid. The fan will still stay on. Okay. Open the lid. yeah, so everything seems to be working. Just gonna turn it off now. So that's off now. So what I will do is put in the screws now. Okay, so, ooh, got all the plastic on my face. If you see, the screws are white. So just gonna screw them in here. Voila! And we have a max air fan. Doesn't look good. Okay, now I can put the fan on. You can see it's 27 degrees. Put the fan on, it feels like 34 degrees in here. I'm gonna close the door, put the fan on, and then I can finish off this part. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so I've installed this panel. Put the fan on using this power source, plugged into 240 volts, and I'll put some lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna test it out now. Make sure it works. Just one more lights to go up there. And let there be light. Let there be light. And then there was light. So yeah, LED. Great. So far looking good. Okay. Bye. Hey guys. So hello. The roof is done. So next I'm gonna do the aluminium extrude for the shelves. So I've installed the lights, LED lights, LED lights, LED lights, fan. So I've got 6 LED lights, 4 and then 2. And I'm just running off the 240 volts to 12 volts converter, and also for the lights. So I'm testing out the fans, make sure everything works. Everything looks good. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. Well, I'm gonna clear up. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye. And if you made it this far to the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll show you next week how I made the kitchen cabinets and the kitchen counter. Stay tuned.